What makes great follow-up is having a systematic approach to how you deal with every single lead and every single prospect that you work with.
All right. So the best follow-up system for real estate agents.
So the first thing that real estate agents need to consider when they do follow-up is speed. Speed to lead is so important, making sure that you follow up with a lead within 5 minutes. This could be call, this could be via email, this could be via text message, making sure that we have clarity around that. So this is called the perfect follow-up model, perfect follow-up structure. So the first thing that we need to consider when we're actually generating leads online is like, how consistent are we in actually following up? Like, you decide that you want to actually do great follow-up, having some sort of software that allows you to power dial, allows you to get leads faster. So we know that if we follow up with a lead within 5 minutes, we can actually increase our conversion rate by 100 times. I just wanted to stress the importance of speed of lead, because that's your opportunity more than anything to educate them to book an in-person meeting. Anyone doing speed to lead right now, and anyone focused on frequency, meaning 7 touch points, increase your contact rate by 70%. Anyone focused on speed and frequency, your focus should always be to ask for the in-person meeting.
So speed to lead, 7 touch points is with frequency. And I'm going to add on to that speed to lead. Yes, speed to lead, 100% speed to lead, and speed to process. Because I think
Correct.
One of the things that a lot of agents lose sight of is every single moment throughout a potential transaction that goes by, it means that the likelihood of that transaction never happening increases exponentially. Then it's not just speed to lead, but it's speed to the next step every single step. Would you agree with that, Cody?
I 100%. And that's where the intention is what I call it comes in. You need a process that, and we call it the red carpet experience. You need that red carpet experience process that every single person goes through, that that, okay, when this happens, this happens. When this happens, this happens. That is really what makes great follow-up, is having a systematic approach to how you deal with every single lead and every single prospect that you work with.
Sounds sort of like the CPI CRM to me, but go on, Cody, tell us more.
Yeah.
Tools. So tell us about tools.
Yeah. So tools, is like, it's reminders, it's automation, it's using a CRM. Like, everyone has a CRM. Agents ask me all the time, like, what is the best CRM? The best CRM, in my opinion, is the one that you use.
Absolutely.
The one you're in every single day, updating. From a tool perspective, what are you trying to do? Are you trying to go one to many? Are you trying to go one to one? A lot of our clients have multiple tools that they use in order to actually make sure that they're servicing their clients at a really high level. What we've come to realize over the last couple of years is that people have tools, but they don't have intention. So they don't use the tools the way that tools are meant to be used. So, and maybe this echo the same sentiment, is like, making sure that your CRM has some sort of IDX built into it, so you can actually set people up on property searches, provide a high amount of value. And then how are you communicating with them on a weekly basis? Is it email? Is it text message? Is it voice note? Like, what does that process look like? What does that red carpet experience look like that actually gets people into homes, into your car, belly to belly, face to face, so that you can sell more homes, sign more contracts, and get more deals? But it takes all 4.
If you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, make sure that you subscribe and hit the bell icon.
It takes the frequency. It needs to be fast. It needs to be intentional. And it also you need to have the tools in place in order to do follow-up well.
Yeah. And what you're saying, Cody, is even like with the video, for example, how many are using video daily? I just did a video for a guy 2 hours ago. He was annoyed with me because I didn't follow up with him in what he thought was an appropriate amount of time. So I did a complete CMA, did a quick video, did the market analysis, the economic analysis, sent him the video. Boom. Okay. Tell me more. And it could be that simple.
A lot of this stuff is not rocket science when it comes to follow up. Like, I think obviously you said that, I love what you said, the speed to process,
Sure.
I think is so important. But it's like thinking outside the box, like, doing something differently. I think, like, in follow up, in order to drive results even for your clients, like if you have a listing available in the marketplace, like, who in your office can you write up an email and send an email to their database so that you get more people to show up for your open houses, are all things that you need to consider. And this is like why I think from the perfect follow-up model, like you mentioned, intention is half the battle, like what you did around that video. And that's probably going to get you an in-person meeting, because he's going to be thinking in the back of his head is like, well, how much more knowledge does Dan have? Who else is doing that? Like, no one.
Nobody.
Like, it's finding the way that you communicate best, and then being intentional with how you get the right information out in front of them so that they can make an informed, intelligent decision.